Hey, it's Rob Levy again with the Rob Levy Real Estate team here in Portland, Oregon. I've had a lot of people ask me lately, hey Rob, what can I do with my kitchen to jazz it up a bit? So I did a little research and came out with this information that I'm going to share with you in just a second from a lady by the name of Lisa Seeger, who explains how to make a bigger impact with your kitchen makeover on any budget. So hang tough and I'll share that information with you in just a second. This is Rob Levy with the Rob Levy Real Estate team, sharing my years of experience with you. So thanks for watching this. Again, I'm back and here we are talking about what we can spend on a kitchen and get the biggest bang for our buck as far as making it more appealing. And there's a couple of things, and I've broken it down, and the lady I spoke about has broken it down into 3 different categories. The first one is under $1,000. And for under $1,000, about the biggest thing that you can do is change out your fixtures, change door handles, pulls and stuff like that. Also a backsplash. I was looking at backsplashes the other day at Home Depot, and they had 12-inch squares of high-quality tile backsplash for $4.95 a square. There's a lot you can do with 12-inch squares. It doesn't take too many of those to create a real nice backsplash going back up to the bottom of your cabinets. So that would be the first thing. Again, the handles and pulls. A lot of houses built in the 80s actually didn't even use handles and pulls. And you can buy those very inexpensively at Home Depot and Lowe's and many other hardware stores. And there's actually a little jig that you can do that you simply sit up on the corner. It tells you where to drill the holes. I know I've done this. And all of a sudden, poof, you've got all of these pulls and drawer pulls on all of your drawers. Makes a massive difference on modernizing your house. One thing I will say is try to match all those. If you're going with brushed nickel, then make sure your door handles are brushed nickel. Things like that. Make it uniform throughout the house. The second thing, and that would be under $3,000, and that would be to refinish or repaint or restain your kitchen cabinets. Now, I've seen people with houses built in the late 80s, as a matter of fact, one of my neighbors just did this, where they refinished their cabinets exactly the same as where they were in the late 80s. And all that they look like is 1980s cabinets that have been refinished to look like 1980s cabinets. And I'm not suggesting that. But what you can do is stain or paint those cabinets out in a different color. We've done them in a couple of our houses where we've simply just changed them to light or darker gray. My wife and I have a house down in the desert with a southwest feel. We did it with espresso cabinets. Took 1980s oak cabinets, sanded them down, resprayed them all with espresso. It was well under $3,000. We added the pulls because, of course, 1980s didn't use those. And it makes a massive difference with a really good-looking kitchen. Of course, we added a new counter and backsplash like we talked about. And the last thing would be higher end, and of course that's building out new cabinets, which is nowhere near as expensive as a lot of people think. So you can have custom cabinets designed for an average kitchen anywhere between about $7,000 and $11,000. But here's what's interesting. Have you checked out IKEA lately? Well, Rob, they don't look like high quality. They've got several levels of cabinets out there. Some of them are extremely high. I worked with a builder remodeler recently where we converted a couple of houses over in the $600,000 to $800,000 price range, and they used IKEA cabinets, and I can't tell you, I was incredibly impressed. I do also have contact with a custom cabinet maker from Russia, based out of Salem, Oregon, who does a phenomenal job on cabinets, and it's very inexpensive. And we're talking high-quality shaker-style cabinets with a beautiful stain. Full extension drawers mean they come all the way out with everything going on it for, the average kitchen you could do for maybe $8,000 or $10,000 or $11,000. Kitchens sell houses. That's what I can tell you as a realtor who's been doing this for 32 years. So there's a couple of ideas on what you can do to jazz up your kitchen. Even if you're not going to sell a house, I think you're going to like living there a lot more because it's going to look like you're living in a different house. If you've got any questions on any of this, reach out. We've been doing this since 1988 on a very high level, selling lots of houses. We've been in many houses and can share our ideas. The information for us is below. And I'd also ask that you please subscribe to our channel so you can stay updated on all of the information related to the Portland real estate market and real estate in general and what we can do to help you build more equity in your homes. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you watching this video, and don't forget to share it with a friend.